Hey, what's up? This is Creative Bystanders Studios. I'm Darcel.
I'm Jay. We're here talking about movies and stuff.
We're mostly going to be talking about movies right now. We're basically just going to be two bros just watching movies and then just talking about them.
Talking about our feelings.
Not our feelings.
What? I want to talk about our feelings.
We have no feelings. We're guys, don't you remember?
Oh, well, you can check your feelings at the door. I'm going to sit here and cry.
Well, it's a good thing this movie doesn't make you cry, you idiot.
Yeah, that's true. It is more of a laughy type movie.
This is
silly.
Today's, I guess, topic would be the right word, or topic analysis, whatever you want to call this.
Yeah.
Is
talking about The Lost City.
It's PG-13, came out 2022.
Yeah.
It's adventure comedy.
Not at all the kind of movie I thought it was going to be, you know, because like I remember like the posters mostly. I don't think I ever actually saw the trailer for this movie, you know?
I've never saw the trailers for this movie either. I'm pretty sure my aunt, she had me and my mom.
Yeah.
And she had like put this movie on when we were at her place, and we did enjoy it because it was just like we were looking for something, and she was talking about all the, a new movie recent movie with Sandra Bullock in it, and she pulled this up.
Yeah.
And so far to say, this movie was great. It was a good movie, good laughs.
Yeah, I was gonna watch it. Like I think I was like flying somewhere. It doesn't matter where I was going, but like I saw it on like the movie list on the plane. So I was gonna watch it, but then I think I ended up watching something else. So I had no clue what this movie was actually gonna be. Like I thought it was gonna be more like a straightforward like Indiana Jones type movie. And I mean, like, it's kind of that, but
it's a little bit of that, but a lot more like
it's more self-aware. Yeah,
it's a self-aware and more of a parody to those kind of adventure things where you take two people who have, only one of them knows about kind of like those event type things, simply because. I guess this is where we get into the plot synopsis, basically.
Right. Because like Sandra Bullock basically plays like if Indiana Jones was only Dr. Jones, you know, like he's not.
Yeah.
He's not the super.
If
cool...
Indiana Jones was just the knowledge guy, not
professor.
the actual not actually go out and explore guy.
Right.
Yeah, because her character, which is Loretta Sage.
Yeah, Loretta. Which is a weird name for her to have. That name does not really fit her.
It fits fine for the character.
Yeah.
So basically, the plot of the movie is that Sandra Bullock's character, Loretta Sage, she's a romance novelist who she has the best way to explain it is that she writes a book that in today's society would be what book talk girls would be talking about and like gushing over. You would see like TikToks of probably girls with their boyfriends as they show it to them, and they read passages from it and they just look at them like, what are you reading? But she's a romance novelist who at one point she was married.
Yeah,
she and her husband.
It seems that at one point she was kind of like, I wouldn't say she was an archaeologist, but she seemed to be kind of.
She was like her. It's because in the movie it was her husband.
Yeah, but they seem to like study those things together.
Yeah, her husband's the archaeologist. He's the one who actually probably does all the digging up. She's the one who actually does the studying.
Yeah.
Search.
Yeah,
she does the research part.
They very much seem like a dynamic duo, you know, like he was the adventure Indiana Jones, she was the Dr. Jones who came in with the knowledge, you know.
Yeah. And then the beginning of the movie, it plays out pretty great with pretty much giving us information. It plays out kind of like a scene from Indiana Jones, but it's like one of those romance scenes where it's like you see these two people just laying on the temple.
I wasn't like the first time we watched. I honestly wasn't sure like what was going on there. Like I kind of thought we're just knee deep in this adventure already.
It gets a little meta when when they start asking like wait, like where did these snakes come from?
Right, like they're questioning the snakes and the bad guys and their plan, and they got like this very like, cliche dialogue.
They will be your last. You led me right to King Carloman's tomb and his queen's legendary crown of fire, and now I will be very rich, and you will be very dead.
Yeah, and then she's just all. It really is just. We're looking at the scene that the writer, the author, Loretta, is envisioning as she writes like the book she's currently writing.
Right.
And then and then we get, she's like, no, this doesn't work. Delete. And that really shows. Honestly, that one's good just because it's like, yeah, that's how it is to be a writer.
For
sometimes
real. Like
you write something, you look it up and you're just like, this sucks.
Right. Like she's stuck on, the nitty gritty details of her story, and she's stuck just like in her own head about it. And when like that leads her to just give up on the story altogether, because she just kind of quickly wraps it up and just says, nope, this is the end. I'm done with the adventure now. This is gonna be the last book.
Yep. And then throughout that little beginning part before she just kind of finishes up, she's just walking around her empty home because her husband died. We don't know how he died. We just know that he died some time ago, and she's constantly getting called by her, I guess, both her best friend and her Beth, who's like, hey, we got this book tour coming soon.
Right. Her agent.
We can't have a book tour if there's no book.
Her agent is very like, expository. Like she's telling us basically why Sandra Bullock is such a shut-in, and we're getting like a glimpse into her life, her day-to-day life as this character who's she's given up on herself in a lot of ways.
After that, we get to I guess it's after the book has came out and they're about to do the actual book tour.
Yeah, I think it's funny that like we see that her audience is clearly like book talk girls. Because they're so obsessed with Channing Tatum and like him taking his shirt off. Like they don't ever.
They're obsessed with Dash, the character in the book.
Yeah,
Ellen, the actual character Channing played.
She's like, she does not. They don't care about like her actual knowledge, and like, cause like they ask her, about the title of the book being The Lost City of D, and they're like, at first, Channing Tatum says like, it's my character Dash, it's the Lost City of Dash, and then someone else said like, it was Lost City of Dicks.
Yes, that was the because the book tour thing, this like thing was supposed to be a Q&A, and despite how he told Beth, her agent, he was like, I don't want to do things with Alan anymore. He's just a guy.
Because Alan's honestly, he's just a face, like he's charismatic and all, but like
he's charismatic. He's that handsome model guy who brings in the people.
Right. But the problem is, I've noticed, and I think they put an emphasis on it because Sandra Bullock's character is supposed to notice, like it feels like her audience is mainly there for him and not really the details that she's putting in her story.
Yeah, the story probably definitely has, its sex scenes and whatnot in it, and that's kind of like that. Just it's just like, oh yeah, we kind of just enhancing the story just to have some romance and plot, because it is a romance book she's writing.
Yeah.
And that it makes sense why the crowd she currently had was obviously mostly interested in the sex part instead of the actual plot of the story.
Right, like they're all like I said, they're also more obsessed with Channing Tatum and seeing him rip his shirt off than like any of the knowledge that she's putting into these books, because she's putting a lot of like, in the context of their world, real world knowledge.
Like it's like when that part when she was reading the reviews about her book or about herself. I think it was reviews on the book. Just like people were calling it just like bad description of actual history
Yeah.
and stuff. And so like the people actually are reading the book thoroughly instead of just for the love, the like romance, sex part,
Right.
are just hating on her. But like there's probably definitely a lot more people who actually like the book, and but like it didn't help that she lost her husband, so she kind of really closed in on herself, so she kind of lost the drive for the book.
Mm-hmm. But I did
And
think
then
it was funny though, because we both noticed, like, you know, in that beginning when she's at that panel, we start to see like the evil henchman sneaking up around her.
No.
yeah, that part, when we get to that part of the movie, is funny because it starts with like first, obviously we get to the thing, the Q&A.
Yeah.
And, when like after she gets introduced and everyone's clapping like, "Ooh, yay, we can!" And they specifically in the shot single target him
Yeah.
to show like this is some weird guy that's definitely not like.
Right. You just see this one dude just staring, like stone faced.
Yeah, he stands out in the crowd, not like a regular fan. He's standing out. And then after like, she's like gets just completely tired of the Q&A, and she like accidentally rips Alan's wig off and knocks him off the stage, and he walks away. She like storms out. Yeah, she storms out of the place, and we see the other henchman just casually looking at her book, just flipping it while also staring at her as she leaves.
All right. Look, I get it. If you need a break or something, but you can't just kill me, okay?
Okay, I hate that I have to ask this, but you do know you're not Dash, right? Dash is a character I made.
Yeah. So you see like all these different henchmen just kind of in the background of these shots, and there's like a lot of, you notice too, like you pointed out to me, like there's a lot of like little gags and stuff in the background when you look at it, because like there's early on there was the publicist just constantly taking pictures of things in the background, then you got like the henchmen all in the background.
Take a picture. Then she was like, "Oh yeah, that stupid." She was like, "This is your new social media manager expert person."
And the only note I have on her is cringe ass.
This is Allison. She is our new social media manager, and she's going to be helping us target that younger demographic, meaning women in their 30s who wish they were in their 20s.
Hey, what's up? I took over your social, so
Dab.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then like the plot really kicks off when she gets kidnapped, and
which doesn't take long. It's like it was 14 minutes into the movie. She when like after she leaves, and she has a little like argument with Alan, who's just like, you're the one who's like lost, like who's living in the past. You're out here being a human mummy.
Yeah.
Just like
called her a human mummy, as if like, dude, and everyone always points out to him, mummies are human.
I take it back, and I called her a human mummy. Mummies are human. I'm aware of that now. Yes.
And then she storms out of. I guess they had the I'm gonna say they probably had like this Q&A at some hotel, maybe, or
it seemed to be at like some kind of event center, probably at a hotel.
Yeah, could be like an event center / hotel, because like they had the lobby and there was a kitchen and stuff. And so like she steps outside, and then her guy or someone called for a car, and then like we see the henchman is like is off on the side. He's like, bring the car around, and then like after she has her little thing where she like knocked over that trash can and it's picking it up.
Yeah.
And then the car comes, and then she gets in it, and just the two guys sandwich her.
Right, they just take her straight away. And
Like, someone likes to meet you. Well, bring you back.
Right.
Bum.
And they just fight her off. And then, it was crazy that so Daniel Radcliffe, he shows up. He's, the main bad guy of the movie. And he plays a guy named Abigail, which is crazy.
Yeah, Abigail Fairfax.
Yeah, and he has a brother named Leslie.
Yeah, he has a brother named Leslie. I'm like, y'all's dad really wanted daughters.
They dad did not like them. That's what it is.
Yeah. And he's like, damn, it's a unisex name.
Like,
no, it isn't.
No, it's not. But it got me that, like, so, the two guys come and they grab her, they stuff her in the car and they drive off. And then he's like, oh, I told them not to be creepy about it. It's like, dude, how do you do a non-creepy kidnapping?
Ow, stop. Oh, no, did this feel creepy? I said, don't make it creepy, guys.
Yeah, it was like, oh, is this creepy? I told him not to be creepy about it.
Right. How does one do a non-creepy kidnapping?
Well, yeah. I guess we can move to, like, our favorite parts in the movie.
Oh, okay. So let's see. My favorite part. Honestly, I think my favorite part may have been, and call me terrible all you want. It may have been when Brad Pitt got domed.
Who are you?
Just a guy trying to do his job. And right now, that job is to get this lovely lady.
Oh, that's fine, because your reaction to when that happened after you, that was just funny.
Yeah, because I was sitting there in true disbelief when he just, he's in the middle of a sentence. I think he was like, I'm here to save you. And then blam, just his whole head just gone and splattered over
his whole head. It was part of his head.
Yeah.
Because if you remember, at the end of the movie, he's there.
Inexplicably. I don't believe it. I do not believe it. He's a liar.
Like he said, he just activated a different 10% of his brain.
Yeah, we only use 10% of our brains, so I just switched to another 10%.
He's a liar. Because there's no way that man got domed like that. His brain. Okay, because not only did he get shot, right? He got shot, left on that island to bleed out for like 2 or 3 days, and then the volcano erupted. How do you survive all of that with his other 10% of his brain?
Someone probably found him and brought him to safety.
The only other people that were on the island were
no,
Radcliffe
there
and
was
his
other
boys.
people. No, there was other people, because remember that when Alan first got there was all those other people there.
Well, I mean on that portion of the island.
On that portion of the island, I will say it was what was his name, Ralphie? The guy who at the end of the movie had left that crowbar so they can escape. Yeah, Ralphie. I would say maybe he like took his body somewhere safe so it wouldn't be desecrated, and then he he was just alive. Because Raffi throughout the movie, he's obviously he's against everything that Fairfax is trying to do here. That's why he leaves him. He takes his boat to leave when the volcano is getting ready to fully erupt.
Right, yeah. And he just gets left there, and it was crazy when he got picked up by the police boat, and then he decided he was gonna run when they found Alan and Loretta, and it's like, where were you gonna go?
Yeah, it's funny. Just Adrian, that guy, he just jumps on him. He's just like, I got your back, girl. Yeah. It's like they just asked him, where were you going? We're on a boat.
Yeah, because that was my question too. It's like, dude, where are you gonna go? There's only so much boat here, and you've used all of it now.
It's just funny. It's like, this guy's hilarious.
Right.
I think
so. Yeah. What was your favorite part though?
Let me think. I'm thinking.
Yeah, go ahead. Do your thoughts.
My perfect little thoughts. I think my favorite part of the movie is just the entire. I will say my favorite part is the entire sequence when Alan chases after them. When he's on
the motorcycle.
When he's on.
Who is that? a Ken doll on a moped?
Yes, when he's on the little like partially functioning motorcycle, just beeping at them,
Yeah.
and Loretta is just hyping him up, and Daniel's like, "I know this guy somewhere," and then he just slams into the back, and he's like, "Wait, no, that's your front cover model."
Yeah.
And then it's just like, "Go, go kill him, make it creative. I like watching him die."
Yeah, that is a good part. I like that part too. That's a funny part. So what's one thing that you think you would change about the movie? You could completely change something. You could take something out, add something to it. What would you change about the movie?
Change, add, or subtract.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I think I would add Fairfax kind of like shows up to capture Loretta. I would probably add maybe a scene to at least hint at that they are there, because I don't remember throughout the scene of them dancing or just being in this, in that town, anything hinting at that they had caught up to them. I would have used the first scene again, the first moments of the movie again, where the henchmen were in the background.
See, I think that they have him just kind of pop up out of nowhere so that it's more of a surprise that he's there.
Yeah, I get the surprise, but I just think
it is kind of like a big reveal,
Yeah, I think it'd be more of a big surprise. I think it'd be better if it was a surprise to the character, not a surprise to us, the audience. You could just while they're dancing in the background, we can see they're probably a henchman, and then kind of walks off ominously. But again, I probably missed something like that happened in that part of the movie. So
no, honestly, I don't think anything like that does happen. I think it really is just he pops up because it's meant to surprise both the audience and the characters.
Yeah, I just because I just would even if it's not an obvious hint, just a small hint that they were that close to catching up to them. What about you?
Something I would add or change. Because I'm trying to think of something that something that I feel like the movie does that doesn't have a true point to it that I would maybe take out or affect in some kind of way. But the thing I honestly keep coming back to is if Channing Tatum's gonna have a crush on her from the beginning, I would add a scene maybe during that beginning montage of some time where they interact outside of a social event that could either show why she is very dismissive of him or why he is so fond of her. Something just to
I would say we already get enough. I would say we get enough of a reason of why she's dismissive of him throughout the movie the beginning part. So if you want to, you can add maybe just a little scene to show
I think something of just them interacting with each other outside of work, or in a way that is more neutral, so that it doesn't just feel because the scene where you meet Alan, he's dominating the moment. So I had no clue.
He's playing up to he's the face for her main character Dash.
So after that scene, when it cuts to him on the island and then he starts to show that he has feelings for her, then I was like, well, this kind of feels like it comes out of nowhere. Maybe add, okay, you know what I'd probably add? Maybe more dialogue earlier on for him that more heavily implies that he has a crush on her, because it just never clicked to me why he'd have romantic feelings for her, because it's not even anything against her. It literally is just do these people know each other well enough for either of them to form romantic feelings for them?
Again, keep saying, if you're gonna have someone be a consistent cover model for you, you're gonna have some interactions with them.
Yeah. What do you think you'd rate it? What's our rating system gonna be? First of all, this is the first episode. We got to set up what our rating system's even gonna be.
Call it. We give it the.
We do
thumbs up type of thing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Like how many thumbs up though? Because it can't just be like one good thumbs up or a bad thumbs up. It'd be like,
How about this? If it's the best thumbs up, you can give it 5 thumbs up because that's how many fingers you got on one hand. If you had 5 thumbs on one hand, would you put them all up?
technically you got 4 fingers.
No. If your hand was all thumbs, how many of those thumbs would you put up to signify how good this movie was?
It's stupid. Be more like how many hands you got.
No. How many thumbs are you putting up?
Alright, if I was just an alien with multiple hands, I would put up. I would give this movie like I say like a 4, a solid 4 thumbs up.
Out of 5?
Yeah.
4 out of 5. Not bad. I think I'd agree. I'd give it a 4 out of 5 too. It was a good time. It was really funny. It like we said, it was really tight script, so like stuff kept moving.
Yeah.
4 out of 5 seems about right.
4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. That's our first official rating for a movie. Yeah.
Yep. The Lost City with Sandra Bullock, Channing Tatum, Daniel Radcliffe, and all these other people,
And
like Brad
and that
Pitt.
one guy from The Office.
Yeah, that's still funny.
Yeah.
Like Oscar Nunez.
Right. Yeah, that's his name, Oscar Nunez?
Yes.
Ah.